Check 1 2 3 4. Check 1 2 3 4.
Check 1 2 3 4. Check one three. Okay.
Um. But like I was talking to Engel. Hi, everyone. Tom Krager with the Tennessean. Welcome to the Bootleg, the Tennessean's live high school football show presented each week by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Of course, we can't do this show without their support. Joined tonight, special guest. Saved him, guys, for the championship week. I've thought all along they're going to get there. I know it. Undefeated, Pearl-Cohn, 14-0, the head coach of the Firebirds, Tony Brunetti. Coach, welcome to the Bootleg.
Appreciate it.
Well, Coach, let's get right to it. 14-0, it's a chance to do something that Pearl-Cohn's never done. They've never had an undefeated season. What does that mean to this program to be 14-0 right now?
I think it means a lot. It means a lot to the school and the community. We took one game at a time. We finished the season 10-0, and that's never been done. We had a chance to beat NBA this year for first time history. Just things, ducks started going in a row. You know, that's been our mindset, take one game at a time. Don't look ahead. And now this is the last game, and we got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Ain't nothing out of this but go home and relax for the fall, I guess, and the winter breaks. But so that's really been, I think the community is really behind us. I think that I want the city to be behind us because we're on the Metro School left. We represent our system. But I want to represent it well in the state championship game. I want to make sure we compete and make sure we go out there and give our all.
You know, already talking to one coach, Coach Porter over at Stratford. He's like, man, he's hoping that everyone can get out early because he wants Metro fans to get a chance from across Metro, not just Pearl, but all of Metro, to be able to go up on Friday. Of course, you're playing at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon up at Tennessee Tech in Cookeville. He wants everyone a chance to go up there and root on Pearl-Cohn. I know, we all know. I mean, Alcoa brings a good crowd.
Yeah, they pretty much they dismissed the whole school. I think the whole Alcoa out for that game. Yeah, it might be the system. I don't know, but they'll be out early, and I'm pretty sure that everybody in the whole town will be there.
Yeah, and it's it'll be a good chance for all Metro to get. You know, we don't win a lot of we haven't won a lot of state titles there in Metro. It's tough. It's tough to win one, but this is a great position here. It's been, I think you guys, I guess Cambridge made it 2 years ago, but then before that you made it in 15?
I think Maplewood made it. Might have been maybe a year before that, or Broom's first year at Maplewood. But the results has not been very good.
Yeah.
So I think that the biggest thing to me is, like I said, I want us to do well this Friday.
Coach, did you think this team would be? I mean, we talked. I mean, you look at what you lost, especially you lose your quarterback Xavier Shepard, and I thought, man, they're gonna drop back because Xavier Shepard was a 3-year starter for you. I mean, he was a really good quarterback, dual threat guy. I mean, man, I had no idea who you're gonna bring in there. Then you bring in this guy named Martino, and at first game of the season, I'm there at TSU, and I'm seeing him just like drop dimes on receivers. I'm thinking, who is this kid? And you're laughing at me saying, because you knew what you had. Just talk about Martino Owens and what he has brought to this team.
I tell you what's crazy. After his freshman year and he got hurt and he came back and played baseball, and then he grew like 4 inches in the last 2 year span right there. But the difference is he got in the weight room and started taking it serious and really got in there. I mean, really worked while he was growing. He worked. He put on probably about 50 pounds of muscle. Like that. And then we came into the spring. We didn't know how he respond coming back wise, but we went to spring ball and we scrimmaged Springfield. And after that scrimmage, we was like, we're gonna be okay. And we came back in the fall. He continued to work hard all summer long. I went and got him some extra training to help work on fundamentals, and he ran with it.
Yeah. And he trains with Scott Sumpenfelder there, and Scott does a great job with quarterbacks there, and he's one of those guys that you give him some training and watch out. I mean,
he just fine tuned them, and our coaches went on and did the rest during the season to keep him going and growing wise. But he took that learning and corrected some things. But he's already had a strong arm. He's real gifted in baseball.
He's pretty accurate for you guys too.
Yeah. You gotta watch him throw that pitch down the strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's been throwing that since he's about 7 years old.
Okay.
He's pretty gifted, but the football wise just really blew up at the beginning of this year, and he's been throwing it. He's about 2,000 yards right now. I think we got 4 interceptions for the year. That's big. That's big. And
he doesn't run. I don't think he runs a lot. I mean, he'll take off and run occasionally.
No,
he's not like
he
Xavier.
can run. No, he's not Xavier. He can run. He'll run when we have to. Run when we have to. Now he can move. But he's real agile. The biggest thing is more here. He's very intellectual. Very smart kid. Just got keep your composure and let that gun go. And if I tell him, let it go. I mean, make your reads, take what they give you, go to the next play.
This offense seems to be about as balanced as I can see. I mean, obviously he's had a great season throwing the football, and you've got a couple good receivers in. You've got Barry and Brown, who's just a sophomore. He's already got an offer from Tennessee. You've got Cedric Watkins. Is he a junior?
No, he's a senior.
He's a senior. All right, he's a senior, and he's had a great season for you. And then you throw in there Kendrick Breedlove to get some work there, and he's a junior. He's got some offers, including one from Auburn. And Kendrick is also in the backfield with Ivan Dayton. You've got some skill guys around Martino that can really chalk up.
I think the biggest thing I said, you named those kids, but like we also have some other guys that might not be that. Like for example, like Cedric Watkins. Cedric paid his dues.
Yep.
Think about the people he had to go behind. I mean, he went back. Jay Parker was there,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jaden Harrison, who's at Vanderbilt, redshirted.
Mm-hmm.
So his time came. He waited. His opportunity came. Now he's shining. But you also got other guys. You got another senior that probably don't really get a lot of pub, but he makes big plays, big first downs when we need him. That's Damon Allen. And then also John Roberts is a junior, number 13, gives you a lot of great first downs and big plays when you need that. They might not be at 50 catches, but those 1-2 catches count. You know, when you're moving the chain in big situations. It's a team effort. And that's what you want. You want to have enough guys balance-wise. And if you're open, he's going to throw it to you.
And then you got Dayton might be the smallest running back, but he also might be the fastest running back I've seen. I mean, he's a little guy with tons of speed. Obviously, he's also a track kid too. He gives you something in that backfield and he's a hard-nosed kid. He's a tough runner. He's just not going to run it, but he's got a little bite to him, and he can run.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Ivan is a hard-working cat. I mean, he works hard every day. Summertime, he runs nationally track-wise. But that's kind of hurts a lot of times. You don't get a chance to get the weightlifting you want to get in. But we know he's getting conditioning. He's working. His lower body's put together pretty good. But that jugger run. He runs hard every play. He gives all every play, and that's been the biggest thing. I mean, he's been that spark sometimes when we need that spark. But also we have another little kid coming on. Darius Nabar has been coming on late in the playoffs, giving us a minutes here and there to relieve Breedlove because he's going both ways.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's been pretty balanced. We ain't got that one guy that runs for 1,000, 1,400 yards.
Yeah.
We got two guys that run the same amount of yards.
Yeah.
So it balances it out. So.
Well, the good thing is it keeps them a little more fresher.
Different styles running.
Yeah.
They got different styles. Every last one of them got different style of running. And that's hard when you play a defense. You see a same running back all the time. You can get used to his speed and patterns. When you got three guys that got three different styles, and they all got good vision, they all run well, that makes a difference. It helps your offense out a lot.
And we've talked about everyone on the offense, but the O-line. William Griffin, big boy up front, and just a junior getting a lot of looks from a lot of people. He's a good anchor, but you got some other great ones.
I think you got two seniors there that you don't see them. They're not no giants. They might not be giants, but they're good sized kids now. But they ain't been giving it. They've been giving it. They've been getting on the line. Don't complain. We got another junior kid beside Will, another junior wise, and we start a freshman on the other guard all year long. I mean, so like I said, those guys. They've learned to work together over the year. We got better continuity as time went on. That was the biggest question: how we bond there, how we grow as an offensive line group. How will we grow there? Because we knew we lost a lot there too as well. But it really worked out pretty well. We pretty young. We're not old, but them kids have really worked hard at Ray Room all season. It's paying off.
Yeah.
It's paying off.
And we joked and we talked. Tony's one of those guys I want to talk to during the season because it's before the season and stuff. We said, hey, I looked at your schedule. We talked there before the season about your schedule. Playing Cane Ridge, Hillsboro, Maplewood. I mean,
Independence.
But it's all the Metro. Which I think is the best thing for Metro to do is for all these guys to play each other.
This year we had New Year's contract, and everybody kind of reached out to each other. Said, we had a meeting. It was like, why not? Let's go do it. Let's go play each other. I mean, great atmosphere for the Metro cities.
Good crowds.
Good crowds. We've had good, safe environments. We had no issues, and learn to get along, play together, and shake hands out the game. I mean, you're gonna have one or loser, but also I think you bring that pride back to the city. Competition, tradition.
Well, I mean, Cane Ridge, Hillsboro needs to play each other. Right now, Cane Ridge and Pearl-Cohn needs to play each other. Because if you're going to be the best, two of the better teams in the city, we need to see those games.
Yeah, and that's true. Like I said, by the end result by the season, you know, with us playing each other, you know, you're gonna know who's the top team in the city. I mean,
Yeah,
you got a little bragging rights a little bit,
exactly.
and we know we all get along pretty well. But you got a little bragging rights. You know, those
Uh-huh.
kids earned said we own the city this year,
Yeah.
and we earned that.
And then we talked, talking about your schedule. You're playing Independence team too, and it was a downpour of rain, so which is good because I don't know if you're a weatherman, but I'm looking at the weather I've seen. We might get wet Friday night.
Yeah, we might get wet a little bit Friday night. There's a chance, 30% chance, I think. Like I said, we can play in a lot of rain. We can play in a lot of rain, so
Mm-hmm.
that aspect don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
But we can throw the ball, we can run the ball in the rain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and on turf helps a lot too. You know, but I think the biggest thing for us wise, we go dress, go play. We're not a team that we don't like to be around like a lot of laying around the late time. This team is like team. Put them on. We got a tight schedule. We stay on a tight schedule and keep the time occupied and don't have a lot of time where they sit around. They like to go in and play. They don't. This group is different. I've had to pass. They don't like to lounge around. They want to go ahead and
Get
order.
to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're watching the Bootleg presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Coach, yesterday, of course, I was at Mr. Football, talked to you guys there. But then afterward, you guys left for a really special event, the Hume Award. And is it Wesley Schelling, who's
Yes.
going to
Yes. Yeah.
Vanderbilt?
Yes. Yes.
He's a long snapper, one of the top five long snappers in the country.
Yeah.
Winner of the Hume Award. What does that mean for that young man? And obviously, he's done a great job for you.
Oh, it means a lot, man. This kid academically is phenomenal, but at the same time, to achieve what he achieved, I mean, he worked his butt off. He changed because every time I told you the thing I was talking, I said the first thing they told me he need to get bigger. We get bigger. Then they tell me now he ain't fast enough. He need to work on get lean down. He got to lean back down. He got to get quicker. He got to get more mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that kid, every time I told that kid went to work. And going to this before the summer came up, he lost like 50 pounds.
Really?
He leaned up, worked on his feet, worked on running. And he wanted to earn that scholarship. I mean, he wanted to earn that scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate Vanderbilt, offered him. But he earned it. He wanted to compete it and earned it. And it's showing him his leadership he's really that another field coach we have when dealing with special teams. He get up, he free up, punt team up, X point. He takes pride in what he does. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something you don't have to worry about too. When he's out there, you're gonna get a good snap.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
he takes that much time working and put the work in. When you put the work in anything, people gonna see you're gonna have success.
I saw him warming up when you guys played. Gosh, it must have been Hillsborough. Hillsborough. It was Hillsborough, and I was watching him do that. I mean, he takes those warm ups very seriously. I mean, he's got everything down to a step routine. I mean, he's phenomenal to watch. I mean, he's very accurate on this.
If that kid right there continues to work on just getting more leaner, quicker, more cut up wise, and that aspect about him, he's about 6'5". He might ain't got tall. He might be about 6'6" now.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall, but he's about 235 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Weight wise. I promise you'll see him in the next level. That kid, because of what he does, because he take that much pride in that position. If you're good and you're real good, you'll get paid.
We talked about the offense. We need to talk about the defense. Was it Deshaun Wade? Is that who?
Yes,
He
Wade.
kind of leads that defense.
Yeah, he does. But you got other kids now. It's not really. I can't say even though he's that guy, all-state guy, but you got a lot of kids that work hard and play hard. The defense is more of a group of guys doing their job. We have a team defense. I want to say every guy got spurts in games where they make plays. And you got different guys making those plays, and that's what's been special. Everybody working together. Everybody run to the ball. Every play, run to the ball. When we don't run the ball, then we got problems. We got to run the ball. We have to. I'm saying we're not the biggest defense, but we pretty good size. But if we don't everybody run the ball, we're very successful.
Kendrick, you mentioned you're asking him to play both ways right now. Who else? Is there very many of those guys that are playing both ways?
No, not really. Even William Griffin don't really play both ways all the time.
A few series.
When we need him here and there. But you might have Brelos might be the only one really.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that helpful that they're staying?
It does because you can bring another guy in, even though that guy might be real talented. We can bring another guy in that come in too. We don't drop off.
Yeah.
The next guy that steps up and because he can play just as good as you can, but at the time we don't need you. We need you more over here to score points, or I need you more over here to what. Except football, so we try to win this ball game.
so y'all face, you're 14-0. You face 13-1 Alco, and coach, you're pretty good.
Real good, real good.
I mean, you got
You can't be. You know, like 4 straight years. You know, you won't be doing something right.
yeah.
I mean,
And it seems like they're in it. They're in it just about every year.
every year, every year. But that's like a machine.
Yeah.
They're oil machine, and a lot of people look at them. How do you do that? We need to see what your chemistry is. What's your magic? You know, I can tell you what the magic is. The magic is hard work, weight room, and executing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do those things and you consistent wise, your kids buy into what you believe in every year, and those kids behind you see them winning ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. People don't realize. People don't understand that when kids behind you see the progress of what you put into and it's paying off.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It becomes a cycle. That chain becomes the next chain. That next group saying, "I want to achieve what they achieve. I want to do more than they do."
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is you form a program, you follow a machine, and it never drops off.
And I'm sure those kids are thinking, "Hey, we don't want to be the one to lose."
No. That's not.
yeah.
Not. So they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it all. They're gonna be physical. That's what they do.
Well, and here's the thing. I know, Gary Rankin's going for his 15th state title if he wins. He's got 14 now, 4 of them at Riverdale, 10 of them at Alcoa. But here's the thing I know about Gary. I mean, obviously saw him quite a bit when he was at Riverdale, and I've seen him, in Cookeville several times since he's been at Alcoa. You're not gonna be like surprised.
No.
You know what he's going to do. You know he's pretty much going to be in that I formation. He's going to run the ball. He's going to run the ball predominantly. He's going to be probably 60-40, 70-30 run.
Play action to your death.
And he's just going to go at you, and defense can be hard-nosed. He's not going to, like, oh, my gosh, I've looked at film, and I've never seen him do that. There's very few, like, surprises.
No,
he's a positive and a negative.
He's probably added a little more wrinkles
Yeah.
as time went on, just adjusting to the age of,
Yeah.
of different systems and plays and
Mm-hmm.
more spread formations. But if that success has been doing for how many championships you won?
14.
14. So you must be doing something
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
If you got 14,
Exactly.
what do I need to
Yeah.
change?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying you're not going to see him go no huddle, 5 wide. So you're not going to see that with Gary Rankin. That's one thing I can almost guarantee you.
He's gonna do what's been good to him, and
Yeah.
and what the kids believe in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the key. That the kids believe in what you're doing. That they believe in you, what you're saying to them. Those are the key. Those are the programs going to be successful. Those are the ones going to win.
And you're talking about hard work, execution. If you can execute the play, it doesn't matter what formation if you can execute it, you're gonna be successful.
Oh, most definitely. I think that. And then everybody got players, and you're gonna make plays, and you got to deal with adversity. You got to stop that play. But the catch is, how many times can you stop that play for less gains and get them out there 3 downs and out? Then getting big gains, and then they move the chains, and then gradually that change gonna start to give you a score. The catch is each person's side of that ball got to do their job, and let the dice roll from there.
Guys, you're watching the Bootleg presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Joined here with Tony Brunetti, head coach of the Pearl-Cohn Firebirds. They play 3 o'clock on Friday in the Class 3A state championship game at Tennessee Tech's Tucker Stadium. They'll be playing Alcoa, the 4-time defending state champion Alcoa Tornadoes. Of course, coached by Gary Rankin. Coach, before we go talk about these games, before I start talking about these games, I want to add your background. You're from Memphis. You graduate Memphis Northside. Then they said, man, we got to shut that place down because anyway, that school's not even open anymore. Not to show your age.
No, don't tell my age. No. But no, it's not open anymore, and it's real sad. I hate that because it was a community school.
Yeah.
Back then, it was a community school. I came from a junior, like there at that time you had junior high schools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 went with the high school, and then you went 10, 11, 12, and but it was a community school. Got a lot of pride, tradition, kind of like Pearl-Cohn, in city school wise, neighborhood stuff. I grew up, but yeah, they closed it down.
So you went to Austin P. What position were you?
I came in as an outside linebacker. I played matter of fact, I played 4 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
I played the outside linebacker my first 2 years. Then they moved to wishbone, more of an H-back system. Then I moved on to play H-back and that slot guy in the wishbone. I caught a lot of passes. I mean, matter of fact, I've been pretty blessed when Gregor came in, but it was pretty rough the first 2 years. Yeah. Ooh, Lord Jesus Christ, it was rough. When you play in the mighty MTSU back in them days, they was pretty good, and they had some dudes.
You've got to like speaking of this on that side, what Austin Peay's done this year, going to Sacramento in the second round of the playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's a blessing to see them compete. I think Healy kind of started that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the new coaches brought even more to it and brought more discipline. What he's built on there, and really took to another level right now. The kids are playing hard. my kid, I got 2 or 3 kids playing now. I know Jay right now is hurt. He broke his leg in the Georgia game. Jay Parker did, and but he'll be back. I got another kid that plays, J.J. Mercer, and also I got a DN kid that is there now as a true freshman that's rotating in playing, and Daryl Rogan.
Okay.
Daryl Rogan, and he's playing. He's rotating in, especially on third downs. That guy DN and playing with that group right now, and hey, to see the school like that, but also Osby has done so much for the university, the school, the campus, putting money back into the stadium, money back in the program, building nice dorms. I mean, it's amazing. When I was there, when we played on that rug, it was like a regular rug. You wouldn't know. It was like, and the numbers were painted with hard paint. It wasn't no nice, soft, well, I guess we were the building blocks. Let's leave it at
that. You helped build it out.
Yeah, but other than that, now, like I said, I came from Memphis, and I got down there. Osp, I ended up moving to Ashland City, a little peaceful town outside Nashville, and I ended up starting my coaching career at Cheatham County High School.
You were assistant there for about 5 years?
Yes.
We talked, you coached under Tommy Tharp?
Yes, he gave me opportunity. I learned a lot from him. About the game. At least he gave me a chance to be that JV guy. That people. One thing I want people to understand, it just don't come easy. You got to go learn and grow. And I grew. I mean, I wasn't scared. I took everything chance. I got a chance to coach something new. I did. So when I got a chance and I came to Pearl, I never forget. Fisher gave me an opportunity, and I left Cheatham. He said, and I coached basketball too. So, but people don't know that, don't realize that. but I came there. I never forget the first day. He said, I said, what you need me to coach? Why do you want me to coach? He said, get in where you fit in.
Really?
And I went coaching. I went to working. I worked on defense. I took advantage of the opportunities.
How long were you the assistant at Pearl before you took over?
I was assistant 4 years. I was assistant my first year. The next 3 years, I was defense coordinator. And then the next year, when Maurice retired, I became the head coach.
2015 was you guys were the last time you were there.
Yes.
Runner up. But what do you take? I mean, obviously those guys are not around from then. They're not in the program anymore. But what do you, as a coach, what does your coaching staff take from that experience?
Don't take nothing for granted. Try to push your kids every moment you have to stay focused on what the moment is. I think one day we was happy to go there. We stayed the night before. We did some experience. Stayed at the hotel the night before. We went to watch some of the game. Hey, we had a ball. But the end result is that the result was we got our butt whooped. So this right here is about business, and we're approaching it about business. Actually, we'll start that morning. We'll go have a meal. We'll get on that bus and ride and stay at Cookville. Walk through like we normally do. Go through and watch a little film. Have a lunch. Go to the stadium. Get ready, get prepped, ready to go play, like a regular Friday game. And that's how we kind of approaching it right now, and keep the kids focused, and not take advantage of what you have. This is the moment. It's the last moment you have. Some of y'all, this is the last time you ever going to play football as a senior. You might never play again. It ain't promised. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. All right. You have been listening to Tony Brunetti, head coach of the Pearl-Cohn Firebirds. Guys, big game. All of Metro Nashville. All Nashville needs to head up to Tennessee Tech in Cookeville at Tucker Stadium, where the undefeated 14-0 Pearl-Cohn Firebirds, they're going to be playing the 4-time defending Class 3A state champions Alcoa, 12-1. I go back to 13-1 Alcoa. I go back to what William Griffin told me. He's like, they're the Kings, and if you want to be the Kings, you got to beat the King. So that's the thing. Hey, they're the King until someone knocks them off.
You're right.
So everyone show up.
How you said kids, we play. I know we probably grew up. They probably know what that means. We play King of the Hill.
Yeah.
And you had to, and they have a guy on top of that hill. You had to get him off of there some kind
exactly.
of way. And we roll him down the hill. And then
you're the king. Until someone knocks you off, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So it's very. I mean, they're the king right now, and these guys will try to replace the king in 3A. So everyone, again, it's up at Cookeville at Tennessee Tech's Tucker Stadium, 3:00 kickoff. If you can't watch it, it'll be on my TV, my TV 30. You can also, if you're at work, you can buy a subscription at the NFHS network. It's nfhsnetwork.com and buy a subscription and watch it online. Just don't tell your bosses I told you. You can go ahead and watch it while you're working, but that's also an option as well. But I'm gonna go through, and Coach, you can just stay here for a minute and listen here. I'm gonna give you my predictions.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start, of course, it's Thursdays, Division 2, Fridays, 1, 3, and 5, and Saturdays, 2, 4, and 6. 9 classes. Woo, a lot of games in Tennessee. but that's what we live with. So Division II Single A, that's at 11 a.m. kickoff on Thursday. That's Davidson Academy, 10-2, going to they're going to be playing USJ 10-3. All games played at Tennessee Tech's Tucker Stadium. I'm going Davidson Academy 27-21. I think Coach Quinn has them playing well. I like this is a totally different team. Last year they just aired it out with Stone Norton, and they had the Hewitt kid that's now at Purdue, and of course Norton's at FIU.
Okay.
A little more ground and pound. The quarterback's not going to throw for 300 yards, like you've seen him maybe in past years. So I think 27-21. USJ's played really well. Beat a really good Nashville Christian team 2 weeks ago. But I'm going with a repeat for Jonathan Quinn. Second game, that's a 3 o'clock. This is a 3 o'clock game. CPA 7-6, ECS 12-1. I guarantee you, CPA is the best 7-6 team, best 6-loss team in the state of Tennessee. They're a totally different team from a year ago when they were just loaded with talent, but they've managed to get there. I think though it's gonna be they've lost to ECS once this year. I just think ECS is too good. The Hill kid that won Mr. Football, he's really talented linebacker there. And, of course, they had another kid, lineman, that was also Mr. Football finalist. I like ECS to win this game 35-14. Game that this guy will be watching. I'll bet you I'll see him maybe in Cookeville Friday night.
Maybe.
Macaulay 10-2 versus NBA 8-4. Lucian Brunetti. His son, wide receiver for the Big Red. He's going to be playing there. And I tell you what, NBA saw them early in the season.
Yeah.
If you would have told me they would be playing on December 5th for a state title, I would have said you're crazy. But, man, that team has come together. The defense has played well.
Yeah.
They don't score a lot of points.
No.
But they score enough with this defense, the way the defense is played.
Yeah, they keep you busy, keep you out of the field, and they do a good job of managing the clock.
Of course, Jay Hardy leads the Macaulay Blue Tornado there, Auburn commitment. He's got a cousin, D'Angelo Hardy, who's very talented quarterback for him. They've got 2,000-yard rushers. They got a running back, and then Hardy both ran for over 1,000.
Whoa.
So I hope I'm wrong here, Coach. I'm going to go Macaulay 28, NBA 14. I think for NBA to win, they've got to keep them under 24 points.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, they got to do that, and hope. Of course, Marcel Reed's first-year quarterback there, Coach Rod Reed's son. So he's got to have a good game too. He's a freshman.
But he's doing real good.
Doing really well there, and I think he's the first freshman to ever start at quarterback for NBA.
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
Most definitely.
Then Friday's games, 1A. Of course, this is a quick game here. Greenback 12-2 versus Lake County 14-0. Man, this is a game, of course, not in our coverage area, but I'm going to go Greenback 42-28. Holden Willis, a wide receiver there. Big kid's getting a lot of recruiting looks. He was the Class 1A Mr. Football. And Braden Carnes, who played last year at Maryville, starting quarterback, he's throwing the ball all over the place. Last year they had a system. They had every other series, I think, they split time.
Okay.
Braden Carnes and Cade Chambers. So it's interesting, Braden leaves. Now Cade's the sole quarterback at Maryville. Both quarterbacks make it to the state championship game this year.
What did it tell you?
So that tells me, hey, both talented. So
but must be some good coaching somewhere too.
Exactly. So 3A, Alcoa 13-1 versus Pearl-Cohn 14-0. The Firebirds, of course, be there 3 o'clock Friday. 3 o'clock kickoff, and $12 to get you in, $10 to park. $22 to go to a football game.
So guess what? Make sure you go on GoFan, support Pearl-Cohn High School, buy a ticket.
Yes.
If you don't come, you watch on TV, it still goes to our program. Help us.
50% of that money goes to you guys. So
just go GoFan.com and pick Pearl-Cohn High School and buy a ticket. It ain't for $12. You got to pay for $10 parking.
Yeah.
At least we still get the money.
Yeah.
And you're still supporting us.
Exactly. That's a good point. You can go, and we're going to have in the morning, we're going to have how to watch and everything, and all on that is how to get tickets.
Yeah.
So again, you can go to GoFan, click your Pearl-Cohn guy, right?
Yeah.
Pearl-Cohn fan, and go through them, and that gives them $6.
That's big. That's big for a program,
Yes.
for any program out there.
Yes.
But as support us if you can. We do have hard tickets at the school. We sell around lunchtime every day too as well.
There you go. We've talked about this game a lot in this segment here. I like Pearl-Cohn, but I think this is a coin flip game. I think this game could go either way. I'm gonna go Pearl-Cohn 26, Alcoa 24. Maybe miss a couple field goal PATs. When we talked about the one PAT, you can't have me worried. You had me worried, Coach.
Look,
So
they had me worried too. I was like, what is going on?
yeah.
But guess what? I take it in account we can get it. As long as it go through that hole,
Yeah.
that's all you want.
Yeah. So I'm going to go 26-24. We talked about this. You just got to play your game.
Yes.
If you guys play the way you're
Yes.
capable,
Yes.
there's no reason why you should not come down to the final minute, if not win this game.
As long as we take care of the ball and we execute what we do, it's going to be a good game.
As long as you don't see those wide-eyed looks.
And that's it. That's the key. Can you fight through that adversity if it does come? But we've been in a lot of adversity this year. We've been in a lot of tough games. But can you not let them lights get you? And get down yourself, because you might get down. You're going to get down in situations. How you fight back, that's all I want us to do is fight back.
5A, 7 o'clock game on Friday. That's Knoxville Central, 12-2, defending 5A state champ Bryson Rosser, former TSU quarterback.
I know Bryson. Mm-hmm.
They're playing Summit, 12-2 as well. First time ever in the championship game. They're, I think, a ninth year school. This is the only, they've only made it to the quarterfinals one time.
Yeah, but they came on. They came on this year. They shot a lot of people.
Yeah, Destin and Keaton Wade there. The twins, the sophomore twins, they've done a heck of a job there at Summit. I'm going to say Summit's going to knock off Central 28-21. Yes, I can be a bit of a homer when I'm doing my picks here, but I think Coach Brian Coleman's had – I mean, here's the thing with Summit. They had to go to Gallatin. That's that 3-hour bus trip because of the road exploded.
Yeah.
Literally the road buckled.
Huh? I wonder what happened. I know.
Yeah, no, Highway 109 buckled. They blew up. They were doing some work there, and they did an explosion there. And when they did, something screwed up, and 109 buckled. So they had to go a different route, or had to get them there a different way.
Wow. They
show up about 7 o'clock. So the game started at 8 o'clock. It's probably the latest night I've had this year. We won't talk about that. But anyway, they go to Gallatin. They go to Page. They go to Shelbyville, and a lot of people said Shelbyville was the toughest team in their region. They beat those 3 teams on the road, and then they beat what I thought was a really talented Dyer County. They had a really good running back there for Dyer County. Had a great game there too, but they win that game. Because they're so battle-tested, I like Summit to win this game, 20-21, but I do like Coach Rosser there, so if they won, I wouldn't be upset there. Saturday's games, 2A, Peabody. I think Peabody's going to – they're 14-0. They're playing Meigs County 13-1. That's an 11 a.m. game. Peabody 35-21. Cooper Bogus at quarterbacks. Thinks he's going to be healthy enough to play, and he'll be a repeat state champion there. 4A, 14-0, Elizabethton playing Springfield 11-3. It's a 3 p.m. game. You like Dustin used to be in your guys' region. Springfield used to be in your region. They've been here 2 out of the last 3 years.
Yeah.
It's something for this team. I think this was.
They play hard for him. They play hard for Dustin.
They play hard for him, and this was not the team I thought would get there. When you look at who they lost.
No, they lost a lot.
They lost a lot.
Like we did.
Man, Elizabethton guys, coached by Sean Witten.
Yeah, I met him on that. Yeah.
That's Jason Witten's brother.
Okay.
Tied in with the Cowboys. Here's the interesting thing. Cowboys play Thursday again this week.
Okay.
You'll see Jason Witten probably on the sidelines. He gave the pregame speech last week against Nolensville because they played Thursday last. So he came up. They were coached by their grandfather.
Okay.
So I think Jason Witten's going to give him another inspiring speech. I'm going to go Elizabethton 35-14 over Springfield. Having spent a year or two working at the Robertson County Times, I hope I'm wrong there because I really like what Coach Dustin Wilson has done. I actually saw Drew Wilson play his brother his senior year. So, but I think Elizabethton 35-14. I think they've been a team for the last several weeks that most people thought were the favorites to win. And finally, 6A, Maryville 14-0 versus Ravenwood 13-1. Did Maryville already win? They've already beaten Oakland. I mean, heck, they stopped a 26-game win streak.
Ooh, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. I know our Covenant got me 2 years ago.
So Ravenwood 13-1. Of course, they've come on strong since that loss to Brentwood in September. Maryville's played well all year.
Oh yeah.
A little over around 8 points given up defensively. First shutout loss by Oakland since 2012. So that tells you the kind of defense they played. I like this Ravenwood team. This team's loaded with talent.
Loaded.
So much D1 talent, guys. It's amazing. I'm going to go Ravenwood 27, Maryville 24. Ooh. Ravenwood 27-24. Luke Akers, boom, UCLA commitment, son of former NFL kicker
Wow,
David
okay.
Akers. I'm going to go with a field goal win there. So
That's right. He's back again. Yeah, you're right.
So, folks, that does it for the bootleg. Go to Tennessean.com. Here's my shameless plug. Go to our high school page. We're going to have preview capsules on every single game. There's a few up there already. Tomorrow morning you'll see a how to watch. So if you can't make it there, how to watch the games, what chant stations, and how to all that stuff, and a lot of other who are the top prospects. There's a ton of coverage up there already, and there'll be a lot more in the next few days as we round out the high school football season. Coach, again,
Appreciate.
good luck to you.
I had a ball. I appreciate letting me do this.
Coach, I appreciate you joining us. Good luck
Most
to
definitely.
you.
Yeah, I appreciate
3
you.
o'clock, guys. Again, I'm gonna ask you one more time. All of Nashville, head to Cookeville. 3 o'clock. Can we get Catfish to be the PA announcer?
No, well, I don't think they're gonna allow us to do that. But Catfish will be there. I guess he will be there, but he won't be doing that.
If he could do just 1 quarter, folks, if he could do 1 quarter of the PA announcer, I would be so happy.
Hey, look, you make him happy. You don't know, boy. He won't know how to.
You tell Catfish I told him I wanted him to do 1 quarter of action. But folks, that's it for today's bootleg. Of course, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We will be doing shows like this from Cookeville after each game. So we'll see you starting Thursday in Cookeville.